Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's Smith. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has the football first here today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Snags a quick throw. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Jukes to get free. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, that's what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to 41.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon A-Chain, of course, more recently. And Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
That's going to be incomplete. Dropping back, it's Weidman. Running back grabs it on a screen. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Got him, he's sacked.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Notre Dame's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Now begin with a quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
First down here for this offense. quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? On the ground, it's low. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here's the 2nd down play. They're going to run it here. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Same tailback, another carry. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Leonard. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score! Touchdown, Irish.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn. For that touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. And they finally get things going this time. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. It's a run. Running back's got it. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards. You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
A short completion of the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Leonard. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. A completion makes it second and short. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. In the red area, it's low. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the point after is right down the middle. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Third down, it's a handoff. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And the Aggies will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. It was brought down for a short gain. The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field. It's Leonard. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled inside the 35, picks up a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Using his legs, it's Price. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be four-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6. This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march, moves on. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. With the catch, it's Thomas. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught quickly. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Grab down the middle. It's Muhammad. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down again. With our halftime update, the Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looks left and finds his target there. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Fires this one deep middle, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for a gap, it's Moss. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And the tailback's got it again. Big stiff arm, and he breaks free. And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down. 3rd down. This offense can really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Leonard. It's a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And 2nd down after that completion. The shotgun handoff here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play. Try
and muscle for the 1st down. tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Offense getting set, second down play here. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. And he finds his tight end for the catch. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Grab behind the line, it's Thomas. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Touchdown, Irish. And this one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing their group and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Got him for a sack, a big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Green. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Trying for a fourth down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. To get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, testing the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they're just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
This time, a completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
A fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Looking downfield, it's Weigman. Running back has it on a screen now. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen. Pass complete in second down now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Looking to throw again. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The Aggies will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge collision. Below delivered there by the linebacker. That completion sets up a second down play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Breaks loose at the 40. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area. And really going to be an intentional grounding call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick grab.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on down. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's the 2-minute warning. Run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's low. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you got to look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle made with a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To the air. It's Leonard. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Mitchell. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a 1st down and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to...
Touchdown, Notre Dame. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Price. And they're able to get him down.
Interesting call here by this offense on the 2-point conversion. Just not enough depth on that route to get him across the goal line. And the defense does a nice job of coming up with that tackle to keep him short.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Irish. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown. Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's a squib kick. Taken to... Oh, the returner fumbled it. Oh, they keep the football. They're able to recover that fumble and avoid a costly mistake. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.